Phantasma. Franco Villegas is a young Spanish-speaking man who appears to still live at home with his mother. In the past, I've made a couple of videos about his paranormal experiences that he had uploaded to TikTok. Basically, Franco has had what he and his viewers think is a spirit of a young woman who not only frightens him, but his mother as well. Most videos, this woman appears at the top of a set of stairs just outside Franco's bedroom, and seems to almost spy on him from around the corner. His previous videos were spooky enough, however, I checked back to his page in the last couple of days and saw that the supposed haunting hasn't stopped yet.
Me paré, prendí la luz y no había, pero parece que no hay en toda la casa porque se fue también acá y pareciera como que está quemada. Parece que volvió.
If you thought taps turning on by themselves was creepy, you're probably not going to like what you see next. Sometime during the night, Franco appears to get the chills, so he starts recording while sitting on the edge of his bed.
Se escucha mucho ruido en el primer piso.
Now, looking at this clip, you'd probably think that his light moving and door closing on their own would be the focus here. However, what you may have missed is the woman who is now sitting on Franco's bed exactly where he was just moments earlier. Since this happened, it appears that he has moved his bed from one side of the room to the other, and I don't blame him. I'd probably be doing everything I could to move out of the house or apartment itself. Since capturing this supposed spirit on camera the last time, Franco has continued to see weird things such as the door moving by itself, his bedroom light flickering, and dozens of transparent orbs darting around his room. His TikTok has well over 1 million likes, but I still think his page is really underrated for the content he's been uploading. If you don't want to wait weeks for another update from myself, give him a follow on his TikTok today. Blue Apparition. Riccarton House is a Grand Victorian or Edwardian homestead built in the late 1800s and is a historic building in Christchurch, New Zealand. The house was commissioned by Jane Deans, the widow of Canterbury pioneer John Deans. John met Jane while working on her family's Scottish farm and eventually moved to New Zealand and started a family. Only 10 months after the birth of their first son, John died of tuberculosis, leaving Jane to manage Riccarton House. Some people believe that the ghost of Jane Dean still keeps a watchful eye on this place. Her spirit is said to be spotted looking into the bassinet of the last baby born in the house. There have been more than 24 reported sightings at the house, and strange noises have been heard by staff and tradespeople. And supposedly dogs don't like to enter the house. Ghost hunters Michael Hullows, Brad Hills and Caroline Taylor starred in a TV show called Ghost Hunt that aired in New Zealand back in 2005. The 10-episode series showed the group of 3 travelling the length of the country exploring the supposed most haunted buildings in the country, with Riccarton House being one of them. Brad sat in the back of the team's vehicle while the other 2 were sent inside to explore. In this particular episode, a couple of spooky things happened, the first of which was when Michael walked into one of the bedrooms from the upstairs landing.
Now, Michael, you felt something when you walked into the first bedroom from the landing. I'm going to show you actually walking into the room from the outside landing.
Right.
And if you watch it, you basically do what anyone does. You open the door and in you go. And you're in there for about 30 seconds. And I've looked through all the other footage, but I don't have another shot of this, even from your helmet cam. But you were well inside at the time.
Because the whole place itself seems to be alive.
And this happens to you a lot, Michael. I can't explain it.
What?
Just watch the door there on the right. It's quite bizarre.
That is really odd.
And I would love to see another angle of it, but it didn't come up on your helmet cam. You were looking the other way at the time.
Soon after walking back into the house from being on the upstairs landing, one of the doors appears to close on its own, even though both Michael and Carolyn state that there were no winds that night. If this wasn't creepy enough for you, Caroline manages to capture something on camera without even realizing it.
You went for a wander around before you did your walk. This was in the daylight, and you were taking some photos as you were walking up into the veranda, that sort of thing. And it was a lovely shot of the house that you took, by the way. It was superb.
House and garden.
Yeah,
Very
it's an
nice.
excellent shot. Could be a postcard.
Very beautiful.
The reason I show you that, though, is because this was the second one that you took.
Yeah, you're just looking at the whiskey going, that's a crap photo. I'm just looking at this bloody hooded
Holy hell!
thing. Yeah.
What is
Get
that?
back, what is it? What did you take? What is that?
I don't know.
You took the photo.
Well, I wouldn't have taken it if I'd seen that.
Because that's why I showed you the first one, because I was thinking, oh, it's something on the wall there that's, there's a lot of movement. But I had to go back to the previous photo to have a look, and there's nothing on the wall.
That's not an orb.
No, that's
That
not
ain't
an
no
orb.
orb.
Perhaps this blue apparition could be Jane Deans, the former and original owner, keeping an eye on the house. Midnight Visitor. This truly freaky video was uploaded to YouTube by Christian Richmond. The video shows a man by the name of Dwayne Brooks waking up at midnight to a bunch of bangs in his house. Soon after explaining this to the camera, the sound can be heard coming from behind him. He turns the camera and sees this.
Okay, it's like midnight right now. I was sleeping on my couch and I heard a loud bang. I've heard it before, but I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was the dogs on the deck or something. But I think if I sit and wait, you'll see I just seen it. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. There it is. It's my cupboards. Let's see. Holy shit, I'm just shaking. I'm just gonna sit here and videotape for a minute. See what happens. See what happens. This is scary. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit.
Visibly shaken and surprised at what is happening, Dwayne gets up off the couch and walks toward the cupboards, which continue to open and close all on their own. He states that this is his grandma's old house, which, in my mind, might explain things. Perhaps this is her messing around with him, who knows. Whoever it may be, they haven't quite finished yet.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh! Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. I'm cool. I'm cool. Gonna get up and... Ooh, I'm just shaking. Look at my goosebumps. Okay. This is my grandma's old house too. It's old. I don't remember that light being on. Let's see what this looks like. I don't want to go too close to. That's just creepy. I have no idea. Like, there's nobody in my house right now. Like, nobody. I can hear something in that room. Okay. That's f***ing weird. What is that? Somebody's in that room. Ah! Whoa! Okay. Look at those goosebumps. I'm gonna go look. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Ooh, it's scary. There's like nobody in here. I'm freaking out, man. This is scary shit. This is really scary shit. I knew I could hear stuff before, but I don't know. It's so weird. Like I could hear it. Oh. I'm going outside.
After realizing that no one is in the next room, he makes his way back to where he came from, when all of a sudden the cupboard doors start opening and closing again. This is obviously the breaking point for him, and he decides to leave. Motion sensing. The following few videos are all brought to us by Veronica Shannon, an American woman who only has a YouTube channel to document the weird occurrences in her house. Story goes, Veronica bought a motion detecting sensor or camera because she was having a lot of so-called issues at her house, including her kids waking up almost every night at around 3 AM screaming, terrified. At one stage, Veronica and her friend were trying to contact or speak with the supposed spirit occupying her house. Her 2 young boys started crying from their room. She and her friend went rushing to see if the boys were okay. However, the bedroom door had somehow been jammed shut, and it took the 3 adults to break down the door. Luckily, the boys were okay, but this scared Veronica enough to move out of the house. These are just some of the videos she managed to capture on her motion sensing camera before she moved places. What do you think of these videos in particular? Let me know in the comments down below. Graveyard activity. There are many non-English paranormal YouTube channels I enjoy watching on a regular basis, with Eric Gunner being one of them. The young Mexican man states that his channel was created for entertainment, led hand in hand with urban exploration and blogging. But whatever he puts up almost always seems to give me the creeps. He's got loads of great content, but the video of his I've chosen to go through today shows Eric and a friend exploring an old graveyard just after 1 AM in the morning in a small town that I can't pronounce. For the most part, the cemetery they're exploring appears to be made up of children's graves. I think this is important to note because as they're looking through and around the tombstones, they unknowingly capture a voice on camera.
Iba a meter, pero lo vayan a tomar como ofensa o algo así.
Let's rewind that. What sounds like a child's voice says the word mama.
Iba a meter, pero lo vayan a tomar como. Iba a meter, pero lo vayan a tomar como.
It's obvious that Eric and his friend don't hear any of this young voice and they move on. In addition to this, Eric's avid viewers have mentioned many times in the comments of the original upload that they can see 2 dimly lit glowing eyes in the near distance.
Ya no suena, ¿verdad?
Eric pans the camera back just moments later, but the 2 mysterious lights have vanished. The child's voice and the glowing set of eyes were creepy and all, however, the creepiest part of the video definitely has to be 19 minutes in, when Eric and his friend are taking photos of the graveyard with the flash on. They took a few shots, but one in particular stood out to his viewers. Let me know if you spotted straight away. I definitely did not. appearing to the side of the image looks to be an apparition of sorts with its bottom half missing. What makes this even somewhat real is that you can clearly see Eric taking the photos. Now, read into this as much as you want. I'm not gonna say it's proof of anything. That's up to you to decide for yourself. Haunted Hospital. A popular Mexican YouTuber, Ricky Velasquez, has recently blown up here on YouTube, not only because he has really entertaining paranormal content, but also because many of his latest videos have recently made the rounds on other, more established top 10 or top 5 channels like this one. For that reason, I've been watching quite a lot of Ricky's videos. On the 29th of August, Mr. Velasquez streamed live here on YouTube to his 300,000 subscribers. He went live from an old hospital somewhere in Mexico that is known to be haunted. That night, Ricky captured many strange things on camera. Weirdest of all being when one of his explorer friends appeared to become possessed as if out of nowhere. Other things include what Ricky's commenters suggest could be an apparition that glides along the floor while in one particular room. Because this was a live stream, resolution is very low, which of course makes it difficult to see what everyone is mentioning. However, the most intriguing or scariest part of this video, in my opinion, comes some 55 minutes after Ricky started the stream. What he sees scares him beyond belief.
Voces. Como si algo se acercara aquí adentro, como si...
Ricky gets up and walks out into the hallway but sees nothing. He ended the stream not long after this happened, which left many people in the chat wondering just what was going on. For everything terrifying, make sure to check out Ricky's channel. He has some really creepy videos. Bodmin Jail. Bodmin Jail is a historic former prison situated in Bodmin, on the edge of Bodmin Moor in Cornwall, England. Built in 1779 and then closed in 1927, the large range of the buildings is now largely in ruins, although parts of the prison have now been turned into tourist attractions. A couple of years ago, in 2017, Tony Ferguson, the Ghost Whisperer, visited the old former prison. Tony, like many other people who travelled to the old jail, took a camera or two. Tony set up one of his cameras to record while he was talking to someone else. Little did they know that he captured something spooky on camera in the dark corners of the old prison. Tony states that there was no one else there with them at the time, and believes that this is 100% proof that ghosts or apparitions actually exist, and insists that this footage has not been tampered with in any way. I must admit, the way in which this thing's head is warped sideways as it walks across creeps me out. Apparently, Tony has had the video validated and has even been on the news to talk about it. Devil's Tramping Ground. The following video is almost 10 minutes long, however, the part we are interested in is only a few seconds of that. The video was originally uploaded by a man named Kevin over on his channel Kevin the Custodian Ghost Hunter. In this video, Kevin and his friend Jade have gone to the Devil's Tramping Ground, a camping spot located in a forest in Bear Creek, North Carolina. It has been the subject of persistent local stories which frequently allege that the devil tramps and haunts a barren circle of ground in which nothing is supposed to grow. Despite all of these tales known to the people in the area, Kevin goes to explore it anyway. And what he accidentally captures on camera have only proved that there's more to the devil's tramping ground than hearsay.
Or had to get out here in a hurry.
If we take a look again, this time slowed down, we can see something in pale blue over Jade's left shoulder. Most people who have seen this video believe that it could possibly be a ghost or spirit of sorts gliding through and into the woods. Could this possibly be the real thing? You be the judge of that. You can check out Kevin's video in full on his channel, Kevin the Custodian Ghost Hunter. Basement Shadow Person. The following video is brought to us by a YouTube channel named Whatever Entertainment. The channel only has 8 videos and was created by a man named Jesse Morgan. Most of his videos have been on this so-called spirit or shadow person that Jesse claims is living in his house. He states that for the last few months there have been weird bangs and noises coming from his basement, and that it constantly sounds like someone is walking up and down their basement steps. Jesse's wife thought it may be their cats, seeing how their litter box is in the basement. This night, however, the cats were upstairs in her daughter's room, and his dog can be heard whining almost the entire length of this video. Jesse states that what he caught on camera has more than scared him, and he is now terrified of being in the house.
Anyways, I'm here because I'm videotaping because I keep hearing some crazy shit coming from my basement. Like pounding, stuff being moved. You hear it? So anyways, I'm just going, you hear, it sounded like someone walking up down the steps. But anyways, I'm going down, and I've decided to videotape it to have proof for my wife. She doesn't believe me. Alright, here we go. Hello? I know I hear you down here. I know I heard you. Holy f***! Oh my f***! Dude! I just saw it. Holy shit, man. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Dude, I swear to gosh. I just heard it. Holy shit. Dude, there's nothing down here. There's nothing down here. What the f*** is going on, man?
Since recording this video back in 2016, he has since made a follow-up video in his new house that he's recently moved into, and he only decided to make this second video because he started having some weird things happening.
Okay, so anyways, I've been having some really weird shit happening to me lately. Just in our new house, I moved, and tonight by just stuff is happening. My dog is acting nuts, and well, anyways, battery's low. Of course, I just freaking put this thing on the charger. Battery's at 15%. But anyways, just having weird stuff happening, dog flipping out and everything. You guys all kind of been asking about me like making like a follow-up video or something like that. So this is what I'm going to do with the follow-up. We moved in a new house probably about 3 months ago maybe, and since we've been moving here, that the whole house kind of just has been getting crazy. I remodeled kitchen, did everything. Oh shit! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Dude!
YouTube commenters have suggested that maybe whatever it was has followed Jesse all the way to the new house. He has since uploaded a couple of videos updating people on the latest goings on. You can check his videos in their entirety on his YouTube channel, Whatever Entertainment.